in here real quick. I ain't tripping.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay. Aaron Donald back there like that, huh?
Oh, that was like immediately. He tried to strip him.
Yeah, he wasn't playing with him. It is what it is.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Prescott.
That's a pig.
Too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
AI's be picking mine. I definitely got these boys don't play ball, as you can see.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Ooh, good.
And this try is definitely not what they were wanting to to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that he got into his...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I knew his defense is good, but...
Now Gordon on first down. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Prescott off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic. But usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Like that swing route work too.
Yeah. I'm about to get a stop.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Powers by at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Gordon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play action now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46, 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and
He
coaching
already
staff,
saw that.
make plays like that.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was coming.
Gano the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
What a flat route. I don't know. I did just tell you to run a flat route.
And beyond the 20, but
Because,
not
bro, it's
by
not
much.
as simple
In fact,
as
just
it
a
seems,
yard
man.
pass
Like,
there
it
to the
really be
21.
looking open. I don't got it, dude. But I know what you mean, though. It is what it is.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Gordon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
The passing don't even work for so long.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott completes it to Quick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 35 on 2nd down. Prescott, open target here, Darius Slayton.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That would just happen. Let it go.
Get that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Gordon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Again, Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears have taken the lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Oh, God. He literally said he was going to run this bitch.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
We got 5 in here. What up?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Lawrence. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
He didn't even react to go get the ball.
They are in an interception move on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to
like
the
that?
spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll roll him, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Monte Adams is bloody naked too, bro.
It might have been your throw power.
Yeah.
And accuracy, too.
That it definitely might have been.
Second and 11 at the 41. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
Yeah,
and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
He only got 60 passing. It ain't like he was slinging it. That's what I'm saying.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago.
Full speed sprint.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here.
Oh, you got John Ross. He's probably like 99
leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
They got
Crosby
a 99
connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
I mean, it is I'm still not going to give it.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
He's got to get that motherfucker.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, he's back there.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
You got 3 X-Factors on the D-line?
Like CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard,
they use the rushing too.
All of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, I had to. They got this nigga DBs playing different, bro.
Lawrence will throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards to pick up there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From the 41, Lawrence.
Incomplete
pass.
What?
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, look at big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
No option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic.
It's what it is. You hear me?
That's what I said.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Flushed out right.
Oh, he fumbled. Pick up the ball.
And this is picked up.
That's crazy, bro. I was going for the slide. He didn't slide.
And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I
niggas standing next to the ball just running, bro.
For being aggressive,
yeah, that
but
is
not
crazy.
with this field position. There's also a time for good football one sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Hey, that nigga Aaron Donald is coming to play, boy.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
And then he thought he was John Ross.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete.
Burn him, my nigga, like
eventually
that.
get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before
it is what it
halftime.
is. Like, yes, he literally sliding off my niggas, man.
Now Crosby for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
This team is definitely better.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
If you got a good defense, bro, your offense can be garbage.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence looking deep for Adams. And now here's another interception. A.J. Boyd.
I had to take a shot right there. That's crazy.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
You know love right now. That's tough.
None, my boy, none.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
He said, we just going to step back and let that bit go to John Ross. What's up, my boy?
That speed is really all you need, bro.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. When I get my niggas up, I ain't tripping.
At the line, prepping for their next
like
drive,
everybody
the Bears
I play got like a
offense.
97
The first half
speed,
definitely went their
speed,
way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with the score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the
But he like an 83 receiver,
that could be the
82
decisive
receiver.
blow in this game. I think that's how they're
My
eyeing
99
it.
receiver is
That's
like
how
a
they're
91
approaching
speed,
it.
bro.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Like a big ass tight end.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This shit they got going on versus me.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Prescott now from the 50. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Yeah.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 21. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain.
Low-key, I'm in the 3rd quarter myself, too. I ain't gonna hold you. No, I'm in 2K. I'm on the red.
Gun bunch.
Now Prescott. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This team is actually better than mine.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you. The bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
You said what? Yeah, it's like a minute left.
It's the ugly one. I ain't gonna hold.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
They trying to feed me to say the game, too.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Man. We good, I'm telling you. Let this man Trevor get better. We're going to be all right.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
They need to get some of those NFL guys.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
This nigga is back there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Prescott. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Melvin Gordon. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
The problem.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. The lead will swell by 1 more.
Oh, you talking about that? Yeah,
Yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
He did go out the tough way.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone.
They're probably going to give him like 5 to 7,
cannot
something
get
like
this
that.
out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
That's still tough, though. Like, you can't go back to the league after that, bro.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, this.
Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And now here's another interception.
How is that?
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
I mean, like,
and
bro, I
the return
picked
stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, Jeff. Remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
I've been seeing a little bit of it. I haven't really been able to pay attention like that.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This nigga's old.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
What are y'all doing, bro? Like, let's be real.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That's crazy.
Under 4 to
but
go.
He got them 3 cold-ass defensive linemen, bro.
Bro. These niggas are different.
Prescott down. Going up top. And that's going to be
That's 1, bro. You talking about 1. His whole D-line.
I think he got 3 X-Facts.
Yeah, bro. This whole D-line
is lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep playing it around.
He missed 2 free throws, bro. That's what I'm saying. Niggas on his head. Why would you give him a big man?
Stop short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this one is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
17, yeah.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence.
Check
down, he finds Camaro. Out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, well, he was 8 for 15. He shot 15 shots. That's enough, nigga. You only shot 4.
Flush to his right.
No.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Disley.
13 assists.
Crowd out across midfield down to the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Now Lawrence.
He had 13 assists. He was small for it.
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Full speed. AI just coming full speed, bro.
6 for a Bears first touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. His AI is doing this, man.
It's the zone drops, bro. I'm telling you, that's straight zone drops.
Vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Nah, he can't clear from the other side of the field, Sauce.
He probably put his curl flats on like 0 or 5 or something, bro.
Nah, that nigga came clear from the other side of the field. He reacted.
So they throw the pick six.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Now, as this one's in the air.
He in that cover 3, look.
So his
flats and shit gonna go straight there.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses about 4 yards.
He got them niggas with play recognition, all of that shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I ain't gonna even hold you. You nigga team just better.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack on first down, Lawrence. The catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Lawrence. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Yeah, it is crazy.
God damn.
I'm telling you, bro, niggas just don't know how to draft. That's what it is. How you get both of them?
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue.
I think I got Aaron Donald and J.J. Watt.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because of... And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, niggas are saying, hey, bro, I heard you can't get two more because that'll be stacks for you.
Thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't.
Yeah.
And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's just them three defensive linemen, bro. That's tough. I ain't gonna hold you. That's tough, bro. Because if you got that under pressure thing, he can just be far from the quarterback and still have pressure.
Inside the 35.
The nigga team is fire.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside
That's
the 30.
probably one of his leading receivers, truthfully. Or he's tight when he's tight end.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to
break. Then he got Ross that's like 99 speed.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Bro, what?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Nigga has a
continually
squad,
feel like they're moving
damn,
the
so
ball.
they probably gonna take rugs off the mat.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
This nigga had 10 takeaways.
So for
bro.
Chicago, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2.